then hello. It's great to see you. So, today, you may or may not know that something I love doing is hosting an event. It is the profession outside of some streaming that I love to do. Sorry, let me fix that camera. And yeah, there's many internships in it. It's where I'm looking for jobs currently for full-time, but it's something I love doing. I just hosted an event this past Saturday that was super fun, and I can show you a little bit of what the idea was for that. I don't really have pictures to show you. I have some on my phone, but basically what I've been doing over on my TikTok, which the @ is Little Miss Lover Girl, but girl is GRL. Over there, I've been doing a little series where I post inspo for just like weddings and party events that people want to see. So we're gonna do a quick little we're going to show you how I make those on Pinterest and what I look for and what my thought process is. In the meantime, sorry, you heard Brittany Brisky on my phone. We have some requests. That's usually what I do, is a request. So we're gonna do that, and we'll come along, have a fun time. There's like a base amount of stuff that I look for whenever I make something, so I'll walk you through all of that. We'll just have some fun, and then I will be posting these on my TikTok. So if you want to see the final product on there when I edit everything together, you can. But in the meantime, let's move over. So this is my Pinterest. This board is where my theme parties. Oh, it's underneath my head. Let me move it just for you. This is where my theme parties go. So right here, I invited my friend to it because I was trying to show her the vibe of the party that just happened, so she can figure out what to wear. But so the ones we're going to be working on today, we have a few, so we'll touch on what we can. Blue and green wedding. I'm in the process of that. I generally get about 40 pins, and I don't use all of them, but I like to have them all. So we're gonna get some more for this. I'm about halfway through it if we're basing off of that. Beige and white wedding. I didn't have a request for this. I just wanted to do it, so this is gonna be a back burner. Same with the Christmas wedding. Sometimes I'll just run into things, like specifically the beige and white party. I'll run into things that I'm just like are so beautiful to me, like these drapes I really loved, and specifically this picture is what I really saw. I love this look in the background and these flowers. That's where, like, for me, this idea came from, was the look of the lace with the beigey green flowers. I thought it was so beautiful, so I wanted to look at what we could do for that, and doing more of a structural and flowy look for this. But like I said, it's a personal project which I'll still post, but isn't at the forefront. We have pink and gold, fall colors, and winter skiing. So these 4 will be our main concerns for today, and we'll just go until we're, feeling done and ready. You also can't see, but I have a new chair, which means that I can last longer doing this. My back. So I think first let's start with the blue and green. I'll show you guys what I do have currently. We can just walk through and figure out like what, or actually, you know what? Let's take a second. Let's go to one that I have finished, and we'll speak on that. So this is the first one I did, blue and purple. So I wanted to look for myself at colors that you don't usually see together. This is the general Pinterest board. This board is actually not in the order of how I did everything, which is interesting. I was really inspired by this kind of like textural water element, and then I really love this fabric, which doesn't have purple in it, but the purple and blue kind of led me down this area of being more interested in like the water element. So it kind of mixes between those two. I thought this was just gorgeous. I love like a monochromatic look, and one thing you're gonna see as I'm going through all these is that florals are really, really important to me. I think florals, I mean, you don't need them, but to me, they really can create something, and they can push your color story really far. So then, as for colors, I really like this one. This is more of like a plummy kind. Oh my goodness, aubergine gleam. How is there no in between that? Okay, well, that's fine. So I love this purpley color with this blue. That was a really big inspiration. But I want to go more darker with the blue and more purpley with the purple. This one's also great. I love these extra colors that we added on. Again, this is a nice blue. I wanted to go a little darker, but there's a mix of a bunch of different blues. Another idea, same kind of like, again, this is more of a reddy purple, which I did want, but I want more of a deeper purple than that one is. But yeah, so to jump around with what we have, we first have this dress. This dress, I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. Also, stunning model. I love the flowiness of this skirt. So one of the sections we'll talk about is the wedding dress and what matches that. So we start with that one. We also have this little number, this iridescent movement, and I'm not that I'm against a traditional wedding, but I do try to think outside the box. So I have no issues with the non-white wedding dress, and this is just a fun way to be a part of your decorations. Some other options, we have this gorgeous dress. I mean, this is just beautiful. You have these like, I would say they're intentionally flower petals, but they also kind of have a watery element, like at an ocean where you have the, let's see, the mist ocean. I'll just say that. Don't look at that. Anyway, try not to dox myself. Like when the foam comes out, that's to me what this is kind of giving, is this foam look, like this and the overlapping. So again, it's really up to your own eye on how you take things. And then finally, for the wedding dresses, this is another glossy one. But just like this tulle, a layeredness to it. Love an open back. Just something flowy, not so structural. So then let's jump around. Let's do suits. I always do a dress option and a suit option, and though I do call it groom and bride, well, usually I say wedding dress and then groom. I'm all for the gays as one of them myself, so don't get it twisted. You can be whoever you want to be while wearing these outfits. Now, this is for the married suit wearer. I wanted something pizzazz. This wedding is not at all a casual wedding. So, you know, you could say like, oh, just wear a blue suit, which is possible, but for me, I wanted whoever's wearing this suit to be getting married, to be doing it AI modified. I don't fuck with AI. Let that be clear. But for pinning stuff, I figured it's okay. I'm trying not to for the most part, but I do my best. So I love this look. I love these flowers. I love how intense it is. Same with this. Big fan of this one. And the textural elements, I mean, it's literally like you came out of a painting. I just think the person wearing the suit, they sometimes get the short end of the stick with how like cool and interesting their outfit can be. So I just want them to have their moment. Okay, so then I do groom groomsmen and bridesmaids. The clarity I gave at the beginning goes for everything. So I, for them, want them to be toned down because it's not their wedding. So I don't, not that I don't care, but they don't need to be, you know, as memorable to themselves. So I just did this nice navy blue. I like this tie and the colorful elements, and I specifically really like having the actual flowers, real flowers, especially the dried flowers have a nice look to them. So that was for that, and then for the bridesmaids, just trying to see that I have nothing there. Okay, bridesmaids, I was thinking this nice like plummy purple or eggplant purple. Beautiful. I love the lace element on this dress. Like, I want that dress right now. Again, another nice lace element. This one I'd love to be more purple, but I'm not. Oh, what the hell? I'm not one to be anti, what's it called? Like a mix of colors. So love this dramatic sleeve. Love the drapery in the front. This is big. The reason why I like this one was because, again, this like water fluid movement. And then finally, did this one. It's more casual, but it's still very elevated. So I love the fitted top, and then again, this drapery that goes all the way down to the bottom. Just gorgeous. And then, I can't remember exactly what I specified. I think I specified that this was Mother of the Bride. It's just a nice dark blue that matches the theme, but doesn't, you know, step on anyone's toes. Love this. The red probably wouldn't want the slit in back, but what can you do? And then again, just such nice movement, kind of waterfall-ish. And this one is even more waterfall to me. This beautiful element here of the, what's the term? It's not ribbing. In your heart, you know what I mean. Oh, pleated, that's what I'm trying to say. The pleated skirt, gorgeous. This is really pretty. Doesn't fit the theme, but very pretty. Okay. Then next, I'll say we have florals. I'll just do a not zoomed in version, but plenty of florals. Like I said, everything that I do is gonna have plenty of florals designed on it. Though I'm not a stranger to the fact that the florals are expensive. This is a bouquet option. I like a hanging down moment, or like some extra structure to it. Beautiful florals. This one I just was in love with. This I'm considering adding. I don't love the idea of adding the same picture again and again to all my boards, but I mean, it's a beautiful blue and green. I know this is blue for wedding, but it doesn't mean this is the only colors you have, unless you really want it to be, but it's not easy to do that. Wedding cake, again, this is a non-traditional wedding, so for me, these are both beautiful options. Berries, I have a lot of berries throughout. I have this thing of berries, this beautiful orange. I mean, I just like want to eat this up right away. This is gorgeous. Oh, okay, good. Let's see, what else do we have? Then I have just some like drapery, as we saw in that picture up here. I love the drapery in this one, so anything like that. Some other design elements. This one like literally looks like water pouring down. Some more tablescapes that I really love, and then this. Oh, this is also beautiful. Just by the way, love this one with the swans on it. So beautiful, just gorgeous. Okay, so I really like. Oh, again, fruits. I really mentioned when I said fruits. This is a projector on the background of your event, and I think this is gorgeous. This is like a lily pad. It's very much just giving. I believe it's Monet who did the lily pad painting, and I just think that it would add so much to have this visual element. And again, you obviously don't want it like a movie in the background yet, but just like very light movements, almost like how you would find in a lo-fi like thing. I just love that. And then this, I think this is a beautiful idea. To me, this would be behind the sweetheart table. So imagine the wedding, the ones getting married would be sitting here with all that fun stuff. Behind them, a wedding video. I love the black and white look of that, pretty color. But from their engagement pictures, putting together a little, like, they're running in the field, they're on the ocean, anything that kind of aligns with this theme, getting some like documentary style videos of them and having it play behind them while they're eating. Like how this has like this movement, I just love that. I think that's everything. Oh, no, but one last thing which was important to me is party favors. At most events you're gonna have a party favor, an event of this size, or at least a wedding, you're gonna have a party favor. So I wanted to find ones that match the theme, because those are kind of hard to do, even for me, they're hard to like decide on. So for this one, I love like a takeaway where it's like a blank of our wedding. So it's like a taste of our love, a smell of our love, a drink of our love, where you drink it or you taste it in some regard and you're like, oh my god, like this is from the wedding. I also like things from a wedding or from a party in general that you will actually use. There's a lot of times where they'll give stuff away and you're like, okay, I'm just gonna throw this away though because I don't need that. These are things that someone would more realistically use. So for this we have candles. I love a custom something. I also love having a scent pumped out at a party. It's one of my favorite things to do because it's an easy and quick way to elevate the space and make it feel like something that you've never experienced before, you know? So for, say, I had a Saltburn party. Based off the movie Saltburn, and I found a champagne scent that I pumped into the air, so it smelled like there was just bottles of champagne everywhere. So you walk into the room, and no matter how big the location is, how decorated it is immediately like transformed. And this was in a college apartment, so it's like you walk through the front door, and it was like, oh, I'm in a party. Oh, I'm in a new location. The lights are off. There's new lighting that you've never seen before. We're in a new location. So for this, maybe doing a scent that matches something we would pump in to the room. So for a party like this, where we're like focusing on a lot of water elements and flowers, maybe a sea salt kind of scent, a very light and maybe like almost like a sea salt and green tea, like earthy scent, I think would be beautiful for that, and maybe some floral aspects in there. This is another option. This is like the taste of our love kind of thing, where you have custom tea packets. And again, you can make custom. So you can have a very floral one, a very earthy one, anything that to you feels right. Would love to see this at the actual wedding itself being used as well. So they have like a taste of what it's going to be like. This was just to go along, these next two were to go along with the earthy naturalness. So this would be like a sustainable custom beauty things. Obviously not everyone wears makeup, so it would be one thing to consider, which is why we have this as well. These are custom dyed from natural things, so dyed from avocado pits, dyed from blueberries, strawberries, anything that you can create natural dyes out of. We could do custom embroidery on these to say the date or say the last name of the people who is receiving them, which I think is a little bit better. But these are the cocktail napkins. And then this, you do that, you do custom face, blush, anything but made out of more natural ingredients. So it really connects with that earthy side of things. So, over it, we have covered everything. It's just champagne with flowers and everything. So this is how I generally space it out. So let's take a look quickly at our blue and green wedding, and we'll see what we got so far to figure out what we need. Okay, starting off with decorations. Oh, I did find a bad that. Okay, so we have this beautiful, I really wish there was an in-between zoom in on this, but we have this beautiful blue and green foliage, some structure, What I'm leaning into with this one, again, is kind of like the foliage, but also more fantasy. Rather than leaning just into water, this is a mixture of that Monet painting and a fantasy element. So like pictures like this just feel really like you're in a whole other world, you know, like you're in maybe like not a swamp in a ogre-ish way, but a swamp in like a beautiful mystical forest swamp, you know, like these beautiful, let's get a closer look at these, like okay, we can't go. These beautiful oversized flowers that feel larger than life and make you feel really small, and these giving willow tree, like yes, you have this, and like obviously you don't have the entire tree above you, but when you're here, you feel so small in comparison to the rest of this room that you feel like you're like an ant that found its way into this little lair. We saw this was in the last one. This is a more basic idea of like how the florals be set up, the colors against them. These might be belladonnas, I'm not exactly sure, but I love this teal color. And again, when you're doing a party like this, there is a world where you can do just like monochromatic, but it's really, really hard to do that because you have to think, I love monochromatic, but if you walk into a room and you say your theme is red, you have red walls and red chairs and red table linens, red plates, red cups, you either have to have everything be a different red, which could be hard on the eyes, or you have to have some secondary and tertiary colors that will go with it. So in this case, yes, our theme is blue and green, and we don't want to take away from that. So what we have to do in order for these colors to pop, because if we had this, say we want to do blue and green, we have this be blue, the background is green, we have this green foliage. In a realistic world, if we're being that hard on it, you can't have any of these flowers. There's not many blue flowers, not many green flowers. So this would only be foliage. These would be green, these would probably be green, these would be green, and now you have a really oppressive color scheme. So in this case, that is when you see that when you look at this and you say, what color is this wedding? You say it's blue and green. Maybe you would lean more towards the blue because we have so much of the green around that you'd be like, well, that's just like, you know, the accents, whatever. But realistically, you'd probably say blue and green. But you're able to say that because you have the white plate and you have the white napkins and you have the white chairs, you have the white flowers, you have the beigey brown candles, the beigey brown wicker chairs, you have, when you look closer on the table, there's some plums, you have some yellow glasses for this beigey yellow glass, you have a little bit of pink here too. So it's okay to use a lot of color, but it just matters on how you're using it and what impact everything's having. So this blue is so vibrant, and on its own it may not have that effect, and honestly with the stuff around it gets muted in a nice way, but this couldn't shine without this and without the pink, because now you're adding this third color that's not your theme, that's not the important vision of the table, but it's drawing your attention away and making your eyes aware. So if you think about it, like, hey, listen, I'm no eye doctor and I'm no scientist, but when you look at something, the way colors play off each other bring other colors to life. There's, I don't think I'd be able to find it, but there are examples of the way these colors work in art, where if you want something to have a yellow tone, everything has to have a yellow tone, and the way they like integrate with each other will make your eyes perceive things in different ways. So like, for example, if you think of gray, there's a lot of grays that are like green tone grays, pink tone grays, blue tone grays, yellow tone grays, all of those. But what makes them come out is the colors around them. Same with some people's eyes. If you have brown eyes, depending on what you're wearing, maybe they would look more warm versus black, but if you have hazel eyes, blue eyes, green eyes, what you wear dictates how they get perceived. It's the same thing with these colors. Yes, you want blue, yes, you want green. If you want to look cohesive and for the eyes to find a harmony between those colors and to take these colors and go, yes, they're the theme of your wedding without being overwhelmed. Because you also have to consider that your guests are going to come and you can give them a dress code, but it doesn't mean they're going to wear what you ask. So that's when these reds and these pinks and these browns and these whites, that's when they come in and the yellows and make it so that other people can join this party and your theme is still blue and genuine. Okay, that's my little spiel on that. So, I thought this was adorable. Really drive that home. I don't mind a little like kitschy, classic look. This I love with this fog machine in the background. I mean, this is a castle. I'm not against a castle. I love an ivy look. I love lights like that. And again, yes, we're doing blue, we're doing green, but we have some red in here. We have some orangey lights. But we're still getting this theme out of there. Okay, so we have tablescapes down. We could focus a little bit more on some florals to post, but we can get back to that. There's some things I have saved that I don't love everything to, or I don't just love it in period, so we'll work on that. This, I think, would be a great opportunity for having your bridesmaids wear different colors. In this case, I think this is a great example where you have these greens, you have the blue, but they all play off of each other very nicely, because if you had everyone wearing this green and one girl wearing this green, now you're getting a situation where it's hard to tell. The only issue with these is that it can be hard to tell color-wise who the maid of honor is, which if that doesn't matter to you, it doesn't matter to you. Some people that matters for, so. Now the wedding dress. This I loved. This, I was like, this is swan. I mean, this structural bodice is just a gorgeous, this little keyhole, beautiful. But this skirt too, the texture, the layers, the body to it, I loved. We just have some more options. Again, I love this full skirt, because to me, you're like a fairy, you know, like it's very regal, but it's also playful and flirty. Again, playful, flirty, but regal. Almost like you're the queen of the forest, like a little Midsummer's Night Dream moment. Like this, the roses on this are so romantic. Then you have this lace detailing. And finally, I just love this this veil that just completely encapsulates the body, almost like the ghost of Winter's Past. Is that what this is? Suit options. This I would lean into the whole like, okay, you're just gonna go monochromatic and you're not that you're not gonna stand out, but you're gonna fit the theme. I love this light blue tailored, especially with the dark blue tie. Same with this one. Depends on how formal you want to be. Obviously this has its issues just because it's not a suit button up with tie, but if this is more the vibe, this is more the vibe. This has like a 70s look with this, but I love corduroy, I love texture. So, keeping in mind right now, I need more examples of bridesmaid dresses like this, and then we also need a the groomsmen's outfits. So cakes, I'm not loving the ones I have right now. I still have to work on that. This, I like the idea. I'm not as big of a fan of these little plops. I like the colors and I like the flower elements, but it almost feels a little too childish for me. Even this, I think it's more so the mass of it, like the shape of it, that I'm not a fan of. So I think we're gonna remove that. This I think is gorgeous. This I think fits really well with this watercolor, almost fine china-like, and I think it incorporates the blue well without making it look childish. So maybe we'll look underneath this pin to get more. Same thing with this. I don't love the blue. I wish it was darker. these flowers obviously don't match our theme, which is fine, but if we could find one that does, so I don't have to edit pictures, then that would be nice. This, I just like the spirally aspect. Look through all of these. Okay, so then these were giveaways. Now, I am not creating these with a budget. We have to consider that. I'm not making these with a budget because I don't want to. And obviously, if you're working with an actual event, this would be a whole different situation, but this is make-believe, so we can do whatever we want. Oh, also, just love this element. Look at how cool this is. They made like a mock waterfall, and then I believe the couple got buried on this platform here, standing on it, but like, yes please, put that away. Okay, so this is kind of where I was struggling. I like these. I would prefer them to be lily pads, but a candle will always work. Then I was thinking jewelry is a good option, so obviously sapphire is expensive. You're not gonna buy everyone a sapphire thing, but just the idea of a blue stone, a cute little simple necklace, a bracelet, cufflinks, something that anybody can have. Only issue with doing something like this is that if you're placing it at the tables, then you either need to have a very specific seating chart where everyone has an exact seat, which is fine, but you also need to know the person. Are you inviting someone who doesn't really wear jewelry? Are they a gold or silver person? Do they wear cufflinks at all? Maybe they don't. Maybe they are more masculine, but they do like having necklaces. Maybe this would be more of a thicker chain that you would like. I mean, if you have all the money in the world, you can afford to do this, and you can afford to have someone figure this out for you. So, that's always an option. So, maybe we'll do a little Google Doc. I don't know what I have in my Google Doc, so don't look at those. Okay. So, what the main things, components we're looking for a wedding dress. We're looking for bridesmaid dresses, which can include maid of honor and mother of bride. And then we're looking for groom suit. We're looking for the groomsmen. After that, we're looking for florals. We're looking for tablescapes / venue. Looking for any fun detailing. For a wedding cake / desserts. We're looking for what was that word I just used? We're looking for, I want to say giveaways, but it's not a giveaway. We're looking for party favors. I believe that was everything I was saying. Yeah, okay. So I guess let's start with this. I want to organize this. Get rid of this one. Get rid of this one. This is cute, but I just don't need it there. And I'll save stuff and I'll delete it and go back and forth. Order is not a concern. So let's look at these cakes. So usually I'll be searching stuff, but once I get a point where I have like a base amount of stuff, then I will start going underneath them to see stuff that's considered with it. Wow, that is a gorgeous cake. And then we'll also do stuff like this. I try not to let myself get too carried away. But if we go into theme parties, let's just create. This doesn't fit this way. We'll do a beautiful medieval cake. That's how I have so many boards, because I see stuff and I'm like, that's just beautiful. This is really pretty. I think we can find a way to make that work in here. But I'm not necessarily looking for only a blue cake. To what we have to offer. We'll just see. I like these like painted looks. I think I like this one more than that one, just for this, just because I don't really think the stone marbly look is as good for us. This I like, but it just doesn't fit our theme. This is pretty. It's kind of casual though. I wish there was multiple levels. Obviously, in your actual wedding, you can say, I like this, and let's put multiple levels, but just for the sake of seeing and understanding. This is very on the nose, and maybe for a different wedding, I would be more willing to look into that, but I feel like we're so into the theme, we need to have some amount of like this. Like, this is whimsical, these three-dimensional elements are really beautiful, but it's more wet. We have some good options for that. Let's look at these bridesmaids dresses, see if there's any other pictures in similar colors. Not that these aren't good, it's just a lot going on visually to show in the post. So these are a bit too bright for me. I would prefer a darker color, but maybe we'll come back up and do that. We can also do some separation, show some green options, blue options. I do like this. We can pin this, and then when I make the post, I'll crop and just show these girls down here. Okay, anything else we're liking? I'd like at least one more. There we go. We can do this one. So then, I think we'll do a Mother of the Brides. We'll just say bridesmaid dark green. So I just think that it's fun to include this is what she would wear. I do like a look like this. This is very nice. I do like that. I try to also think like, Mom want that much cleavage on her dress? I don't know. Some of these are a little intense. Not that we need to cover everything up, but just to have a realistic point of view of what they'd want. Okay, I think our best option was this one up here. Over here. I just think that's pretty. It's regal and it matches well. Why is this so dark? It's got the Atlanta filter on it. Oh, and bouquet. What else? Let's see. Okay. So let's do all white. Okay. This is really pretty. Less green in it, just because we're doing so much green. Like, I like that a lot. And I love these. I think they're lilies that are in it. Those are really beautiful. That's really cool. Maybe let's see what else comes up under this one. I know these are kind of in right now. Same with having actual baskets of flowers. That's also very much in. It's a little too vertical for me, and that's one's a little too downward facing. And I like these. My only problem with these is that they show, like, it's hard to get the flowers to come straight out, because a lot of these, the flowers are connecting into other flowers. You wouldn't necessarily get like a stalk as long as this. And you just kind of get this bald spot here. Like this one, when you're holding it to the side, you get a lot better of a display of that, but you just have to make sure you're not holding it forward, because then you get these like gaps in between. And I mean, if that's what you want, that's totally fine, but it's just not my cup of tea. Against the ones with a little bit of pink in them, they're kind of cute. This is a really interesting one. I've seen this a lot also. Same with that kind of bag style. I don't think that one is going to last very long. This is a very new trend of having these like extravagant hanging ones, and I hope it sticks around because I think it's really beautiful, but I think the bags are going to be just a fad that passes pretty quickly. I don't even think it's caught on necessarily yet, but why don't we do this one? I like the purple element in it. Let's add this too. We're doing blue and green right now. Did I add the other one? Like I don't even remember. Where are you? Over here. Let's see. Oh no, damn, I only have that one. Okay, let's go back to All White Bouquet. But because we're in my area. All White Bouquet. Then though, now I gotta remember which one I liked. Was it this one? I feel like it was kind of it. Oh, because I just changed it to themes parties and I put it under blue and green. Okay, well that's good. We found it pretty quickly. This one's interesting. I like the pom-pom flowers. Okay, I'm pleased with that. Let's get back in here. So we've done wedding dress, bridesmaid dresses, grooms. We need the groomsmen. For them, I would say maybe we could go dark green suit. That would match the bridesmaids. Dark green suit. I just don't want it to bring anything away, and we also need it to match with the groomsman who's going to be wearing blue. So maybe something like this. Green. Or maybe we do like it's like I want something in between a beige and a brown. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust myself. This is such the fun part about this chair. I have to recommend it to you guys, but I gotta find the link to it. It is like it has an extra level down, so I can sit cross-legged, I can sit with my knees up and not be like losing circulation in my legs, because I do lose circulation. Let's say dark beige. I understand that is theoretically brown, but it's not what I'm thinking. Yeah, like kind of like this. Like, is it taupe? Is that correct term? Taupe suit? Taupe is kind of light. Well, that's so much boob out. So much man boob. Okay, not taupe. Okay, just stay in the dark brown. Like, this one's nice. I like that color. So let's just throw that in there. Okay. So, let me make this bigger so you guys can see it, because obviously I know what I'm looking at. So we did wedding dress, bridesmaids, maid of honor, mother of the bride, groomsmen, groom suit, florals. We can bump up a bit more. Bouquets, tablescapes, venues, any fun detailing, wedding cake, desserts. So we need more party favors. We do know that. I'm struggling with finding party favors. And then we need florals. So let's start with the florals, because that's gonna be easier for us. Let's look at this, because I love this. You do get a lot where they'll show you more pictures of the event. I try not to duplicate too much unless it's like a, oh, well, this looks like so good that we need to see it again. But like, see this, gorgeous. Do we have? No, I don't think we have that picture. See, this is what I mean. Where it's just a color choice. It's a decision. But you have to notice. Oh my god, these are jeans. Whoa, that's interesting. A denim tablecloth with and these are jean pockets. That's really cool. But you see, we have so many dimensions of blue. Otherwise, this would just be one note. And even then, in the florals, if you look up here, white and yellow. So, I would argue they're probably going for a blue theme. They maybe are going for blue and green here, but those florals are still going to bring in another dimension to your piece. Florals. Anything that's sticking out to me? I mean, a lot of these aren't florals, which is why I'm able to go past it so much, but you can also say, like this, obviously, is not going to be the vibe. This is not what we're looking for in this piece, because this structural, which is beautiful, may I add. I love this look. This is very much like if you wanted to do maybe like an ocean kind of wedding. That could be really interesting and fun. Just not what we're looking for. These are interesting. I kind of wish there was more dimension to them. As much as I love texture, these are all just circular. If you wanted a circle wedding, I mean, you found flowers. That's a joke. I mean, I guess you could do a circle wedding. You could do anything. I will design some freaky little weddings and parties all I want. See, I've been seeing a lot of these. I can't tell if that's just because I am loving them, so they keep pushing them to me, which probably is. What the hell is this? And we're gonna add this just because it's so weird that I love it. Okay, I think we can stay there for that. Now we're doing I'm just dreading because I've been trying to do it for so long. So let's think. I also try my best not to offer the same exact party favors again and again and again, just to like offer something different. So one of the things I've done a lot is like a perfume, and it's like, okay, we could do perfume for this. This is another one where like the sea salty, earthy scent would be really interesting to include. Maybe we can think off of that. What's something else that has a scent that we can do? We could do... We already have a candle, though to me those candles wouldn't be scented because they're so small. So, not another candle, but we could do like a... What's it called? When they have like the sticks in them? I'll have to think on that. But... things that have scents. I wouldn't say we're giving a florals with this one. Have an air mister. Okay. This is when we get here. When I really am stuck, I'll just search for party favors, green party favors. What the hell did I just say? Green party favors. But I've already done that. So let's do scent. And just see what kind of things are offered. We could do a what do they call these? You boil these in your pot. We could do that. A simmer bag or simmer pot? Let's do a simmer pot. I think that would be good. This is what I was thinking of, those things. Still don't remember what they're called. Oil diffusers? Just a room spray, which is fine, but I feel like it needs to just be a little bit more elevated. So let's do simmer pots. I think that's fun. Party. I like the way this one looks visually. To the other one, so let's do a simmer pot. Let's go what we got again, because I have to like kind of stare at what we're doing. Maybe are there like seaweed? Snacks, drawings, tools, soups. What can we do with seaweed? We could do seaweed. Sustainable. Like, what could that mean for us? There's that girl that crochets with seaweed. She crochets. Maybe we'll do this. I'll figure out what her name is. We could do that right now, though. Just so that we can give her a little shout out. I think she like breaks down the seaweed to make it into almost like a plasticky sort of texture. Obviously not plastic, it's sustainable. Seaweed crochet. something out of this bio yarn, which people may be disturbed by me doing this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So green, do something made out of bio yarn. So maybe like do just coasters, do koozies, do hat scarves. It's from algae, that's what it's made out of. Alicia Valdez, is that her name? Should be this. I think so, she's using it though. Are you the one? Biodegradable crafting, okay. Alive_marker space. Yeah, look at this. So she's making all this yarn. Hopefully you can focus. Her? She only has 7,000 followers? Am I in like a really niche area? Or maybe it's just a little all over the place. I'm not exactly sure who was the one to originate this, but you can also use just seaweed, but this was like a biodegradable option. Someone had done Alive Makerspace. Okay, I'm gonna say that Alive_Makerspace was probably one of my first people to do it. That's cool. So she did like a ring. So we'll do something out of that. Okay. That should be enough then for that one. So we could start from scratch for another one. 32 pins. I know I said that I get more usually, but I think that's fine. Let's do pink and gold next. So first I sit and I think. So sit and think with me. Sit and think with me, chat. How do we elevate pink and gold? Pink and gold kind of gives princess to me. So we could do like a really like, not like princess like kids princess, but princess like literal princess. We could do she'd really enjoy princess. So let's go with it. I feel like my music has been very loud. Love that. Okay. Let's do it. So let's start off. So this one we're starting from scratch. So we'll go here. We'll go princess wedding. Just see what happens here. Comes up. Take and leave what we do and don't like. Okay. Okay. So, okay, let's go back up to the top. Let me go through some things I'm liking and disliking for this event that we're putting on. I don't love this. I think that this like reflective floor is not my favorite, and though I love a lot of lights, I think I'm not leaning towards this rose goldish. I think that this one isn't pink enough, and this one, though I love all the flowers, is too white. And again, I'm trying to stay away from a peachy pink. I think a true pink is more interesting. Now, this is just kind of plain, but I see the vision. Let's see, what else do we like? I'm open to anything. I don't know if I want to go all the way into the fairy tale section. I think I want it to be like, wow, this would be for a princess, but not, this is literally a princess fairy tale. But I could change my mind on that. We never know. Okay, let's just go pink wedding. See what decoration we can find. Okay, not pink and green, so I don't want to settle too much on this green look, though I do like pink and green together. I love this. We do have the green in here, but it's more of an accent tone, which, I mean, we're going to have green in here no matter what, because we're going to have the stalks. But I love this tablescape. I love the pink we are showing. I love the beige with it. So let's throw that in there. Again, everything's up for some movement. But again, love this, because when we're doing gold, to me, that means we also are doing beige, because you just need a color that's going to transform into the next. Okay, what to do. Love this. I'm going to try to find a better picture. This is beautiful. That's so princessy too. I like these florals. I like the movement of them, and I like that we're really holding on to the actual pink rather than moving around too much. You know, while we're doing this, I'm just gonna give you a quick you can see my screen, but that's okay. Oh, I didn't want Streamlabs. That was a lie. Yes. I'm gonna try to open up TikTok, see if that works at all. Sometimes it takes forever, so love this bouquet. Some gorgeous movement in that. What the hell is this? Me when I invite cousin it to the wedding, cousin it's wife to the wedding. Or cousin it. Who knows what he's gotten up to? That was pretty cute. Okay. So then let's now graduate up to saying pink and gold. Please close. I don't need Streamlabs. Okay, pink and gold. Oh. Okay, that's fine. One moment, I'm gonna cough. Okay, sorry. It actually takes like 15 to 20 minutes for me to get TikTok Live to open, which is kind of crazy. And sorry to my one viewer, but I am gonna restart my intro when that happens, just that they know what's going on. Not as many gold accents as I would have liked out of this. It's like I have concerns when it comes to Streamlabs is opening again, like, well, with my permission, but not really with my permission, just so we all know what's happening right now. I don't want it open, but I need some love, I guess. Anyway, I'm concerned to search just gold, because it's gonna give us a lot of accent colors that we're not looking for, but let's do it for the sake of seeing what is out there. This is gonna be the main thing we're seeing, because gold, you're not putting on just a gold wedding. You're gonna have a lot of gold accents, which, I mean, is fine. Could be fun to add in. Pinterest yet. That's fine. So let's go back to our event so far. See what we have, and I love the new thing that Pinterest does where you get to look at what you have, but then if you go down, oh, me when I lie. Okay, so usually I do these on my phone, and on my phone this works a lot better. But that's okay. Just put this over here. Okay, so, oh wait, no, we can go to more ideas. Silly me. So they add more ideas that are reflective of the things you've already pinned, which I appreciate because it is helpful. The only thing is that sometimes it can get out of hand where it gets really locked in on the most recent things you've gotten. That can be a little hard, but that's okay, so we'll work with that. I love this top. I think that's so princessy. Let's see. I'm honestly not against these. They are like a bit outdated, I feel like, at this point, but they also, like, one could say that these are classic. I don't know that I would say that they're my favorite now to use, but what do I know? Let's think. No, whenever I get into a point where I'm like a little stuck on what to do next, we can always move on to bridesmaid dresses because those are like so simple. Nothing is peeking out to me yet. I'm also personally keeping in mind the person that I know, because I do know the person who requested this one, and like what she wouldn't wear or want. I love a bedazzled look for this. I think that that's really beautiful. Okay, when we're getting stumped like this, my next move is to go into the pictures we've already saved and go look at what else is associated with them. We might get situations like this where it's like, okay, this is a chair wrap, so it's showing me other chair wraps, which are also beautiful, by the way. Then we can get some more stuff like this. This is really cute. Why would I want it in the blue and purple? And yeah, find some more interesting pieces that are like, oh, well, you like this, so what about that? Kind of like this, some additive. Ooh, I'm into a nice sculpture for this. Feels very princess and like out of this world, but not that out of this world. I prefer this over the white tables with the white lace. Let's add it in there. That's really pretty. Yeah, I'm used to, like, I would say that I'm not usually a chair wrap fan, but I'm really loving the textures that these people are getting into them. I like this, but I want a better, more aesthetic picture of it. None of these pictures are doing what I'm looking for them to do. This one's pretty. I just wish that, I mean, I guess it's hard to do a close-up. Like, that's gorgeous. I wish it was pink. we'll do this one and hope that it gets the idea across. Okay, what else do we have? This is kind of cute. I like that. I wish it would recognize that I wasn't adding to that old board anymore. I like this. I like, it's like very regal. See, this is like, again, I do like this. And I think for time and place, these ones are very appropriate, but I feel like this is, for me, more younger, or if you're going like, we are princesses. You know, like to me this is more like a princess inspired wedding. So I'm really gonna have to look through the gold because they're really not offering as much as I would like. We already pinned that. Oh wow, these are adorable. I'd wear those. Okay, let's do a brief intermission. Let's go home. Let's do pink brides dresses. This to me is a mismatched moment. This is cute. Not my favorite pinks though. Okay, well let's do, this is the original one we looked at. I preferred the pink layout we have going on there. Wow, these ones are intense. Okay, we can do this one. I think that the different pinks we have going on are nice. This is nice, we'll do this one. Okay, and then, see, we fall into the same issue I talked about in the last one, where when you're doing multicolored wedding dresses, you start to have the issue of how do you make the maid of honor stand out? And you don't have to make the maid of honor stand out, but how do we do it? So let's try for the mother. We'll do gold bridesmaid. No, this depends on the actual, well, partially this depends on skin tone. When you match the color of the gold, we're like, peace and love to this girl. I mean, she's just a model, so this isn't her fault. I don't love this gold on her skin tone. I think it washes the dress out more than washes out her, which I mean is good because you don't want to be washed out, but like when you're more tan like this, I think it just comes across better. So mandatory spray tan. I also want to make sure, or consider, we can't really consider as much right now, that the gold does not conflict with the gold that we are having throughout the party. I really like this. I don't want them to upstage the bride. Maybe, again though, I want to still stay within the princess theme. I still want it to be like elevated. Let's just do with beading, just to see what the options are. Hopefully not too like overwhelming beading. Stuff like this is nice. This This is pretty. I'm not against that one. Getting a lot of the same dress. I'm not against this one either. Maybe we go with that one. I just feel like this is too intense. This is giving more like I'm not, you know. Oh, it's pretty too. Let's get a closer look. It's a little too old for me, like time period. Again, we're doing princesses. Well, maybe we'll do this, because then we can say that this is Mother of the Bride and the bridesmaid. They'll both be wearing gold, different types. And then you have the beading, but it's not overshadowing the beading of the wedding dress. Because, like, it's just definitely bridesmaid-y. Okay. Have bridesmaids. Then we'll do groom. To me, what should the groom be wearing? Well, if we're doing a pink wedding, there's pink suit, but that seems a bit intense to me. We could do a maroon suit, or we could do a brown suit, because we're not doing gold. So let's look at maroon suits, see if these stand out to me. Okay. Let's try... See, I like this. I wish there was a shirt underneath. But it's not gonna fit on everyone's body type. We'll do this one. This one has like a little bit of the pink underneath, which I like. Let's add that. And then let's try for a dark brown suit. Like the dark brown suit to have dark brown underneath it like this. I'm just gonna look for any other examples. Can I say the brown shirt? Is that getting too specific? Okay, maybe we'll do this. I don't mind this one. And then we will do the beige suits. What would they? Just to match along with it. Let's see, can I do like a group of? Okay, imagine that's spelled correctly. I think that first picture is the best one. But yeah, we would imagine this would complement whatever suit he's wearing. And so it would go warmer or cooler, depending on that. Okay. I'm scared. We have to go back. Let's get a look at what we've added. Get it all in. Okay. Go look at more wedding cakes. Look at more florals. Let's start with florals just because we're right here. And actually, I'm gonna just throw on a sweatshirt really quick because I'm cold. we're warm now, so that's good. Love these. Should I be able to just put them straight to pink and gold? We gotta double check that we're not just throwing these in the middle of nowhere, because there's potential for that. Love this. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay. Again, I'm really doing my very best to not have too much. What's it called? Not have too much green in this. Those are pretty. This is a fun photo op. Totally including that. I like this. We're just. Why would we have that? You know. Okay, this is a really pretty sweetheart table. Let's do pink wedding table. Just get more pink. Add princess in there. Just get some keywords going. Get more to work off of. Okay. We have that. We do pink and white. See, these are to me giving like tea party. So that's not the direction we're going in. Just because to me pearls, like I understand that that could be more of I guess royalty, but it's just like this baby pink with it. Same with this like this print down here, and these specific flowers are just so like older, you know. This one's fun. I just think that that's giving more like my heart wants to put that than like the theme deserves that, you know. This is more floral, but we'll put it because this does match what I like for this event. Maybe we'll put one of these just to emphasize the gold aspect. It's like I'm trying to keep in the back of my mind thinking of party favors, and I'm at a loss. So we're gonna have to definitely do like pink party favor just to see what's going on there. Okay, we'll just throw this in so you can get the gold aspect. We'll search gold again. Let's just do gold wedding accents. Yes, the table numbers. I like this actually as a pretty favor, a serving set. We're gonna add candles into this mix. Love a good candle. Those photos are cute. See, like, this is the issue with gold, is you can get tacky kind of quick. So, like, this is the gold, like, chargers, I think they're called. I prefer these golden rimmed options. It's gold right around the edges rather than a full gold situation. Custom drink stirrers. Okay, I like that too. See, this is why I like just going color wise can sometimes get you things, because like I wouldn't think of drink stirrer on my own. We'll just add this in the mix because that would definitely be a part of everything. That's cute. guess we can take a look and see. Just do gold photos. The one that we passed was a add, so you can't actually add it into your section. Let's do these ones. A little bit more elegant. Okay, let's look up pink party favors. We also have to do the cake again. And any extra fun elements. So, brushes, candy. I mean, one could do candy. That's not really my thing. Wands. That's kind of fun. Just like a funny thing to hand out. Again, these are also. This isn't specifically wedding. I could put specifically wedding as well. That's pretty. Again, I've done scents before, so I'm just trying to broaden the scope, see what else we can do. Let's add in wedding, just to get a little bit more elegant rather than just candy. Also, just like not a fan of something edible where it's just a cookie, because I feel like they don't usually taste that good, and then after a few days you're like, I'm just gonna throw this out because it wasn't what you were looking for. And cotton candy I'm not against. I would have to think a bit more on that though. Champagne is intense for an entire wedding. That's a lot of champagne you have to buy. Mini rosés, that I'm not against. I mean, I guess I shouldn't say that it's too much. I did have for one month that there'd be homemade wine, so maybe I'm being a bit dramatic. Champagne just to me in my head feels more expensive, but I guess that's not the truth, if we're being honest. That's a home spray. Again, just trying to consider that we're not only inviting women, so not that men can't use these things, but hairbrush isn't necessarily something everyone really needs. Again, with the edible, like, the issue with these strawberries, to me, is on your wedding day, you're gonna have a bunch of things from vendors that you need to get for the day. I think it's nice to have as many things prepared ahead of time as possible. I just had an idea. We're just gonna take a brief intermission from that. We'll come back. Sleep masks. Let's just throw this one. Go here. Create a new section. We do a wedding. Celebrity. That could be a fun theme to try to do. Okay. Back to what we were doing. Wedding favors. Yeah, we're gonna have to scroll down again. Sorry. Why are we so locked into this? Okay. There we go. Like again, like a hair clip, it's fun. It's really fun. Just time and place. Not everyone can use that. Because like I was saying in the blue and green one, when I was saying like the jewelry versus the cufflinks, like you really need to know your guests. and you need to know what they would or would not want, because then it's like, okay, maybe some of them do want a hair clip, and then maybe some girls don't use hair clips at all. Or you're like, oh, I have some guy friends who have long hair, but they're not gonna use a bedazzled pink one. Or maybe they would. So much chocolate. Maybe let's do bath. Could do bath bombs, but bath bag? This might not come up with what I'm... Oh, it is. Okay, let's do this. A soak bag. So it's kind of like the soak pot that we were talking about before, except instead of making it like the whole place smell like it, it's like your bath time smells like it. And then these, I think you're able to put them on shower heads as well. So we just would want to get one big enough to be like, oh well, or eucalyptus, whatever. Trying to find one that would like insinuate it from a picture. There we go. We'll do this one. I try to go for 4 party favors, just because it looks better on the post. Okay, let's see, where have we gotten now? Pink wedding. Let's go through our internal checklist. I would like to get some more like faraway views of wedding dress, because we only have really the bust area. But we have all of that. We have bouquet. We have some tablescapes. We have some florals. We have some design elements. I'd love to get a little bit more of that. Florals, party favors. Okay, so let's look at this one. I love this dress. Just love like a... I do like this. Shows a better picture, but that's okay. Oh, wait, hold on. That... We'll add that because it has the pink sash. So, like, hello, that's so perfect. We might be fine with what we just added. No, I like low-key only added 1 view, but not necessarily a bad thing. Oh, why is that over here? Add chaos control gameplay, allowing viewers to prank your game via gifts. That's interesting, I guess. See, I like this tier look. It's just not what I'm specifically. I would want like a more full dress. The bottom. I feel like we can do this one. Done that, I wanted to look at more wedding cakes. This is cute because it kind of has that like blush color in the background of it. And then this, I mean, that is so beautiful. Okay. Then let's just think. So, wedding dress, bridesmaids, grooms, florals, bouquets, tablescapes, wedding cakes, party favors. So let's just think in our brain of ours, is there anything that is, what's the word I'm trying to think of? Is there anything that is princessy that we think would be a good additional decoration? Well, champagne fountain? I don't know if that's the word I'm trying to look for, but no, hold on. I keep forgetting that's going to the... keeps putting TikTok on this side. I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm not really looking for that. I'm more so looking for like a... These are champagne towers. I can accept a champagne tower, but yeah, this... I guess this isn't as elegant though as my heart wants it to be. Okay, let's do... champagne tower. This is cute. Oh, no. Not a New Year's Eve event. Gold. So we're doing Champagne Tower. We have... Oh, we could do table settings. Table seating. Let's just add that to the fun detailing so I remember table seating chart. Let's do princess seating chart, see what comes up. I do like this like picture frame seating chart. Look at that. Your way, yeah, like on the wall like this. Okay, like I think that could be good. Let's take one more look at our section. Make sure it's everything we want. I don't know why it's not loading there. I think that's beautiful. Okay. I'm like freezing right now. I don't know about you guys. It's a little up in the air. Alright. I'm just gonna move this out of the way. So, we finished our pink wedding. We have all the things that we've been looking to add, which is so great. So let's just continue on. Let's work on the next one. Gotta think if we want to theme parties. Should we do our fall one next? We could do our skiing one next. All our options. I think that I would like to do. I feel like a winter skiing one could be fun. Fall one's good, but fall one's also a classic. Winter skiing is a little more specific, which I think would be fun. So let's just look up snow wedding. Ooh, more in all caps. That's okay. Get some inspo. If we're gonna do a wedding skiing one, then we should really focus in on the snow aspect of it. Kind of love that this background has the... Oh! That's so interesting. We're definitely throwing that in. So we're gonna aim away from Christmas, but we're also gonna aim into the winter side of it. But these are interesting. Obviously we're not, I mean, I guess obviously it's dramatic, but I have no interest in having an outdoor wedding in the snow. So, what we really need to do is we need to create a snow-like effect. We can do it at a ski lodge. Or if we search, are there any pictures of that? Ski lodge wedding. Yeah, I like this. This like warm inside. A ski shot, that's the mess. Love that. this will be like snow cones. It's really interesting though. Put them on ice. I kind of do love that. That's really cool. What other things do we have of this nature? A whole lot of ice blocks around things. I've never seen that design before, but I'm really loving it. We can do this version of it too if we want to do snow homes. Okay. That is such a cute picture. We'll add that into those extra details that we have. See, this is where it's like we gotta be careful because obviously I don't mind like a but this can get a little bit tacky. This idea of like having the snow boot be so involved. Love this with the fireplace in the background. Again, like this is really cool, but it leans on that like tacky-esque kind of output. Okay. This is beautiful. That one also is really pretty, so let's do both of these. Stuff as we go if we're not feeling it anymore for the vibe, but it's kind of like when they're like, what is that term? When you're like throwing out ideas. That's like always a good option of things we can do. Throw things at the board. If they stick, that's good. If not, we're not married to these ideas. I saw something recently. My boyfriend actually shared it with me. Let me get the quote because I thought it was really great. Something I need to hear a lot. Because who knows where my head's at sometimes. It said, connect with everything and don't attach to anything. I think that's like a great quote, especially when it comes to events, especially when you're working with clients. I mean, yes, if someone gave me the ability to do an event and I could just do whatever the hell I wanted, I would, but you're working with real people, and they're not gonna see the vision the way you see the vision sometimes. Okay. So let's reframe our working a little bit, though I do like this hot chocolate bar. Let's say winter cabin. Wedding. See what comes out of that. Let's just really quick. Let's make this one smaller. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's just a bit dramatic. That's much better. Except it's not centered. Okay. Yes, I'm loving this. See, it's like, this is cute, but how do you do outdoors? You have to have all your guests wearing full warm outfits, and I just don't think that's realistic to how that would go. Okay. It's just, yeah, I don't realistically understand how you expect your guests to be out in the freezing cold like that. I mean, like, these blankets, they're a cute idea. I think it's a nice thought that you would have these, but if you're out here, first of all, you're walking on a wet floor. It's nice that they did the floor like that, but you're walking on a wet floor. You have these blankets which don't look very warm and also aren't the same blanket, so I don't know what the difference is there. And then you have snow in the background. It looks like it's actively snowing as well. That means all of your guests need to have on a full winter coat. Which, if they're spending hundreds of dollars on a wedding dress, or not a wedding dress, that would be crazy. But if they're spending $100 on their dress for the wedding, to ask them to put on a full winter coat is... It depends on your vibe, I guess. But let's see. Now, one thing to consider, as I said before, I love nothing more than floral, but if you are doing a winter wedding, florals are going to be a lot more expensive because you are out of season now. So that's the trade-off that you're doing. That's why you notice a lot of these pictures, you're not getting flowers, you're getting very small flowers. Like this is probably not even a real picture, if we're being honest. I mean, it could be. But if it's snowing like this, unless these candles have coverings, I mean, they could be fake, but this many flowers, I wouldn't say that you could be 100% sure that that's a real photo. If it is, great, but... If we could have an outdoor area like that, I think more realistically, you're going to have this kind of interior. Love that, so we'll be adding this one as well. It's like when you lose the florals, you have to gain somewhere else, and in this case, you're gaining, I mean, they still have florals, but you have a lot of, let's get a closer look, you have a lot of greenery up here, so you start off with that. You also have a lot of lights. That's where they're kind of making up for this. Now, if we're being honest, they do have a lot of florals, so maybe I'm talking out of my ass, but they're also in an enclosed area, and actually this might not be a winter wedding. They probably just set it up, but that may just be a cold wedding, not a winter wedding. It's possible. Or it could be winter and not be snowing, you know, but you know. Okay. I would love to save this, but it's just not, it's not realistic. I'm not necessarily even all for realism in this case, because, you know, I'm not working with a budget in this, I'm not trying to be cost conscious, but we have to also recognize, like, you're asking for that many flowers in the winter, like, and again, not you have to make anybody's wedding. This looks like a gorgeous ceremony, but first of all, you have jackets on all these bridesmaids. That's immediately, to me, ruining the aesthetic. You're also asking all these people to put themselves in a position where they're comfortable being cold. I'm not exactly sure what this is, but if that's a mic stand, any equipment, that's another thing to consider. You are asking all of your vendors to be putting up with that, which means that your costs are going to go up. They have to prepare a lot for something like that because they need to be making sure they're going on your photos. Could get ruined from too many snowflakes in front of it. I mean, this is a beautiful slip. You can get one of these snowflakes right here. Now you got a dot on your face. And you're also asking all of your guests to be in a position where they're going to be able to hold an umbrella, which, as we know, it's rain. You can force that to fall down to the person behind that. Having them put their own belongings underneath chairs. And again, just like here, she probably spent a lot of time on this hair. Same here. Bridesmaids have their hair down, but I mean, you could assume with the wedding, any makeup potentially ruined, any hair potentially ruined. And this is hundreds of dollars that people are putting into those things to make it to your wedding. It's a hard bargain. It's a very hard bargain to sell. Even in this case, this is a beautiful wedding. But if we look closely, we're doing this on a frozen lake. That is such a hazard. That is a hazard for even these chairs to be moving around, for anybody walking, for all your decorations, which are beautiful, but they're potentially going to move around. this dress doesn't work. And they look so happy. So as long as it went well for them, that's all that matters for them. But I wouldn't want to put my bridal party in danger of having anyone get hurt, having any liabilities, and having vendors not choose them because they're unwilling to put themselves or their equipment at danger. It's a hard bargain to drive with that. I mean, this you get a little bit more accepting, but again, let me just show you what we're having an acceptance of, which it's not crazy. I had a friend who went to a fall wedding up in Vermont and it was chilly and she had to dress appropriately for that, but again, this dress, oh, you can't see that. Okay, well, I don't know if I can go side to side. Yes, okay. This dress may have cost her $200, $300, and she's putting a jacket over it. That realistically, in photos, when you're looking back at this, all of these outfits are gonna look worse than they were because you're asking them to cover it up with realistically a jacket that was not as nice as they would have wanted. Let's see what's going on in this wedding. We do have people in covers. Obviously it's cold because we can see that the officiant is wearing a warm jacket. Damn, she's got a whole ass iPad out taking pictures. What year is this from? And I guess the hair is a little telling. These are probably older pictures, especially this either cutout or necklace here. Maybe this wasn't as crazy, but there's still snow on the ground. You just have to be careful. You're putting a liability out. Now this is, to me, the better option. I mean, this is gonna be a blurry photo, but I mean, I'm not putting Christmas trees in the background for this one, but you have the indoor, everyone can wear what they want, even you. I mean, on your wedding day, especially if you're the bride, do you want to be in a dress that has to be covering you up so much? Because you have to stay warm or you're gonna freeze during your entire wedding. It's a trade-off. I think these are good options where it's a cabin with a lot of windows, or even just like this where it's all window and you're kind of in, this isn't a tent but a tent-like scenario. A greenhouse, I mean it's not a greenhouse, but that's like the kind of external look. But yeah, I mean I love the aesthetic, but it's not realistic for what you could get done in a wedding. Cause like this is so cool, and this, I struggle to think that that's December. With those Alps, you would think that that would be wet, colder, and more snowed on, but anyway. Okay, so that was a long tangent for me to say that we have to do indoor. Now we can do winter wedding dresses. Now if you're inside, you don't have to only do a cold dress, like a dress with this warm thing, but I do think that adds some more. I mean, this is beautiful. This to me is not screaming that you're having a skinny kind of wedding dress. This, I'm kind of obsessed with it. It's almost like a giant cardigan over your entire dress. It definitely makes it more casual, but I'm okay with that. This is very elegant. I love that. This is beautiful. And again, this lace area, it doesn't have to be as warm because we're inside now. should be fine. Okay. So now, what we need to consider with this one is we don't have a specific color scheme. So we have a lot more opportunity to do what we want with this. I think we could either go in the direction of blues and whites and go classic winter wedding. We'll do blue, white, brown. We could do blue, orange to me, give some more warm vibes. We could go red, but that gives more Christmas. We could go, what could we go? We have fun color combination. What about silver? This could be a kind of white and beige moment, silver, white, beige, and make the blue the accent color. I love having color in there, so for me, white beige is a hard bargain. But maybe we could do like blue, white, beige, or silver, white, beige as the main colors, and then have a pale pink and a pale blue as an accent color. That's a fair idea. So let's do white and pale pink wedding, just to get some ideas. I mean, we just made that white and pink, or not white and pink, we just did a pink wedding. Again, we're gonna get a lot of florals, but I'm gonna do my very best. I love a floral, to not fall too much into that. Let's just do, this is showing us too much. Pink accents wedding. We'll see if we get like plates or something of the sort that will match that. It's not giving accents. I'm just gonna say that now. This is giving full-blown pink wedding. Which is unfortunate because I just saved like all these pictures. Which is, I mean, good for us for the other wedding, but bad for us for this one. Let's try to put in all the colors and see what happens. White, blue, pink, beige, wedding. Okay. Because giving spring, but if we can get pale enough with our colors. I forgot that I like throwing in the color palettes. We'll have to go back to the other one to grab that. Let's add that in here. This is our checklist of what we want to do. So this one, I want to, try to just say that one. I want a color palette. That's what it is. I guess that's how you sell a palette. Okay. See, it's like my Pinterest knows that I want florals, but I can't accept florals. I did just save this one, but maybe we can find a picture off of this. I don't know about that. Okay. I mean, we can save it. We can. It's not forbidden. We can do this. This is minimal flowers. I mean, you can give some flowers. I mean, it's the winter. You can give flowers. It's just gonna cost you more money. So I just want to, in some regard, be realistic as to what you're going to get before I'm like, this one, but this one's so like warm weather. This is cute. Okay, let's take out the blue just to see what we can get from here. I'm not connecting with what I'm finding. I'm trying to search just cabin because I'm trying to avoid. I feel like adding the winter makes them want to force to put me outside into the snow, and I'm trying to avoid that as of right now. But maybe let's take a look at what we've got going, and then from there we'll take a little let's see, let's refresh this so we can see our pins up front. Okay. And let's see, let's try the more ideas and see if they're getting an idea of what we like. So we can add that in. It's too minimalist for me. It's just not a wedding. It's gonna be fun, leaning into the snow, putting a lot of white. And it's like we really have to fight off these wedding aspects that we're fighting with as of right now. This don't work, 'cause I'm slouching. This is a tough one, guys. This is one that you really have to stay aware of. Like this table setting. But we can include aspects from outside inside, so you know, you don't have to be like, oh, that picture is from outside, we can't use it, but well, let's try stuff like, let's get a better picture of a hot chocolate bar. Might as well have some. Like overall, we just want warmth because the outside's gonna be so cold. So let's do just this. Let's add ski wedding. I know we got a general idea of what they would include for ski wedding, but we can get some more ideas. Like this is smart. Let's for a second just to put in wedding. And I like putting in wedding over searching these just because I don't want to get like really catchy, you know, like Also, obviously, this is not snow from outside. Very clear. Let's just do this one. But I just want to make sure that they're elevated versions of what we're looking for. Okay, so let's go back to ski butting. Okay. A lot of this is gonna be photo inspiration. We're not gonna focus so much on that. It's like I do like this. It would just have to be really well done to not become tacky, you know? So maybe we can focus on doing, I don't know. Maybe we can add it. It's still inspirational to our piece. It's one of those things where it's like, how many things could you put a snowboard on? But I would have to get a closer look another time. Okay, I'm still anti that snow boot, or that ski boot. I don't personally ski or snowboard. So the only thing is we get to the trickiness with that. Like this to be cute for outside of the venue. Oh my god. I don't know if you can hear that, but my stomach just rumbled so loudly. Okay. We're getting to like a dead zone of this area where we're just getting like to stuff I don't really need to see. Can try again on the more ideas page now that we've gotten some more specific stuff. Just throw that an attempt. More ideas. Otherwise, we'll start going underneath some of what we have opened already. A lot of these are going to be the same, but I'm going to hope for something new. I already saved that one. Let's go scroll down hard. Okay. I like this little detail. Can do. It's coming across so summery. I want to make sure we're not losing the plot being winter, because obviously you want to look outside and look inside and be like, okay, we're matching the occasion. Interesting. I do like that, and I do like that. I feel like texture is a good aspect here, and we also have to consider that the venue would theoretically be dark brown. Okay, so we have this, we have some table settings, we have some activity stuff, a lot of activity stuff. We can do the groom's suit. I would say that his suit should probably be a dark blue suit, maybe a light blue suit, and then he has a dark blue suit. Oh, I just searched dark blue. That's not helpful. Okay. Maybe these would be the groomsmen. And then, as opposed to it, he would have that light blue suit. I like this dress, but this is giving more guest. There we go. There's some drama in these dresses. And again, these we're gonna be inside, so these could be not warm looking dresses. Or not warm looking dresses, but want some level of cohesion. Okay. And let's do a dark blue. This one is going to be for, I would say, probably the maid of honor. The theme, custom winter scarves. More like an embroidery than anything, but okay, let's do that. Embroidered winter scarves. Or monogrammed, that would be the correct term. Monogrammed winter scarves. Okay. actually, let's make them differentiated just because I'm gonna say that they could get a blanket. We'll just do this one. This one's pretty. Winter. Let's do monogrammed blankets. I don't think a blanket is like the craziest thing. People do get them, but as it said, make it be like really, really warm. This is really pretty. Okay, and then one more thing. We've already done a warm item. We can do... Yeah, I just made this for my father. But for like a more casual thing like this, I think it could be fun for knit and koozie. Have just ones for everyone. I think that makes sense. Okay. We do need a bouquet. I think we do white bouquet for this as well. But let's do hanging. I kind of like something like this where it's one flower, or mostly one flower, or this one's pretty. This one's beautiful. Let's do this one too. Okay, so let's take a look, see where we're at. We have a lot of pins, so we might be good on this. So let's see. We have the wedding dress, we have bridesmaid dresses, we have the groom suit, groomsmen, we have bouquet, we have tablescapes, we have fun detailings, wedding cakes, party favors, and color pots. We have everything we need. Let's just make sure on the wedding table aspect that we have enough for the internal look. I think we do. Like this especially, I love that one. Okay. I think we're done with that one, and I'm just gonna circle back to this pink and gold, and we're just gonna get a color scheme for it. White, pink, gold color palette. Can make this out of everything, so. Just wanna find some interesting ones that aren't just like, here's the color. That one. I'm getting a call. We're not picking that up though. Maybe we do go with that. I'm not doing any blue in it. I kind of like this. I think that one's a good one. Okay. Well, we have done it. Very exciting. Thank you for watching. I am going to try to actually post this on my YouTube because I think that would be really good for doing this, but I appreciate all your love. Oh wow. Sorry, I forgot how intense I made this. They're trying to get me to buy season tickets. Not happening. But okay, so as always, thank you so much for showing up and enjoying the stream. The VOD of this will be on my Twitch. That is Jayco333, JAYCO333. It is in the link in my, or not in the link in my bio, I don't have a link, but it is written in my bio. So if you want to find me there, you can. You can follow me on TikTok at Little Miss Lover Girl, GRL at the end. And you don't need to follow my Pinterest. You could. I mean, I guess I could plug my Pinterest. It just has my email on it. It's just JC, JCalora13. If you want to follow me on Pinterest, I have a lot of random stuff. This is mostly for me. It's not like a work account or anything like that. But if you want to see any of that, I'm going to try to upload this on my YouTube channel, which is, I believe, JCO3333, because I couldn't put 3 3s, so there's 4 3s. If you want to subscribe to my Twitch, if you want to follow me on TikTok, it would all be appreciated. I go live fairly often. This is my first time doing a event planning live, which I hopefully will be doing more of in the future, because this is what I do in my free time. But I also play video games. I play Fortnite. I play simulators and all that fun stuff. So if you want to follow me, you can get a little piece of everything on there and enjoy yourself. So it was great to see you all. And bye to my TikTok first. Okay. And then Twitch are going to be closed in a moment. Okay. And then bye to you, Twitch. Mwah.